Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Pat Brock, and we are here on the campus of the Trinity Christian Crusaders, the Cheerleaders. We've got the man himself, Coach Evan Weingarner, with me to the left, and we've got Crusader with us, their mascot. Looking good, Cruz. You've been working out. Evan, talk to us, man. Tell us what's going on.
Well, we're very excited about having Cruz here. This is his debut in the community. It took some time. It's been a process for us. We've been wanting Cruz to make his appearance for a long while now, but we finally got him to come around, and we ordered him this past spring. And he's made it to us. So he is here now, and we're very excited.
Cruz, you look awesome. I mean, wow, look at that outfit. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could just look at this right here. He's got it all together. He's got a cape. He does have the swag, doesn't he?
He's got the swag.
Now, we're going to be seeing Cruz throughout the games and things like that?
Absolutely. We're going to have him at every sporting event here at Trinity, throughout the community. He'll make some community appearances, so if you're interested in having him come out to your business or maybe to a nursing home or something like that, we'd love to bring him on out there so that he can have a good time with the people in the community.
Now, Cruz, can we call you? You're going to give me your number later? All right, very good. Now, can you dance, though? They're going to expect a little bit of moves. We'll see.
He's thinking about it.
He's thinking about he dabbed. He dabbed for us. Very good. We are glad to have you with us, Cruz. And ladies and gentlemen, here he is right here. He's looking fabulous. If you need him, call him, call him. Evan, we're going to get an opportunity to kind of talk to these cheerleaders, but we want to know about what's been going on with you guys.
Well, we actually started off the year back in the spring with tryouts like we do every year. Of course, you know, that's a hard process for us as coaches because you never want to cut girls, but sometimes there's got to be cuts that are got to be made, and that's always a hard process for us. But we truly believe that these girls here that you're going to be speaking to today were meant for this squad, and they were called to be on this squad, and we're very excited. Then from that spring event of tryouts, we then went into our summer training. We worked out, but it was unusual for us that we ended up actually going to cheer camp early in June. That was because my wife was pregnant with our firstborn.
Congratulations to you, by the way.
So thank you. Yep. July 1st, he was born. So we actually went early in June. So that was a little bit different. We usually go later in July to camp. We had a great time at camp. Even Cruz went along with us.
Wait, Cruz, you were at a cheer camp? What did you work on?
He worked on mascot stuff, learning how to entertain the crowd. In fact, he actually ended up having 3 awards, yellow ribbons and then 2 blue ribbons, and he was nominated as one of the best mascots at the camp as well.
Oh my gosh. There we go. Congratulations to you, Cruz. We're bowing before you. And you know, so you know, we always talk about you and how you operate.
Sure.
And I mean, you know,
what about it?
You operate out of a spirit of excellence, and that does sometimes mean you having to really kind of lay the hammer down a little bit. And with the tryouts and everything, and how this summer has gone, what have you seen change with these girls?
Oh wow! Just in the past 3 years, I have actually seen a lot of change in their cheerleading abilities, but not just in their cheerleading abilities. I've seen growth, you know, in their personal lives as well, and spiritually for that matter as well. And I think that that says a lot about us as coaches and where we're trying to push them and take them. The girls always get upset with us, but we always talk about look collegiate. And, you know, a lot of times they're like, well, we don't want to be college cheerleaders. Well, that's not what we're really saying. We're saying, if you've ever watched college cheerleaders, they look great, and everybody wants to be a college cheerleader. Like, that's just what everybody dreams of being in a sense. And so we want them to have that same appearance and that same, you know, spirit about them, I guess. And I think that that can easily get confused with what we're really wanting from them. But anyways, we are actually seeing that come into play more and more. I think this year with football season, we have a new announcer for football games, so we're really excited about that. And he's wanting to do a lot of neat things with the cheerleaders and incorporate some different things like that. we don't have a band, so we don't get that experience.
Right.
So we're bringing the band through playing through our sound system, and we've got some really cool things in store.
Well, we're excited about that, and we're excited about how seeing Cruz and how he's going to interact with the crowd, with the girls, Cruz, and with Garrett. I don't want to leave Garrett out. And so now, Cruz, you've won awards. You know, you have shined before the great ones. And so are you ready for this season? Let him think about it, ladies and gentlemen. He's ready for it. All right. Cruz is ready, and you girls, the girls are ready. You got the girls ready.
I think
got
so.
Garrett ready. And so we're looking for a great year from you guys.
Yes, we are. We're going to have a great year. We also will start working on competition soon. We've already learned part of our routine.
Good.
And we start later than GHSA schools competing. So our competition season is a little bit later. And we actually focus more on football first.
Okay.
That's our main priority. And then we transition more into
Now,
competition.
do you have separate girls that are competition, or everyone?
Everybody does the same
wow.
thing.
This
So
is-
we are very different than other schools because we don't have the numbers that other schools have. So we are spirit cheerleaders, we are competition cheerleaders, and then we transition into basketball season as well. So we do a lot, and it takes a lot of effort and time and energy that these girls invest into this program, and we're very thankful for that. So.
And we are as well. We're thankful for the work that you do, how you pour into these girls. And we're going to get an opportunity to meet the assistant coaches, you know, and some of the players in just a little bit. Thanks for sharing with us.
you.
This is Coach Evan Weingarner, ladies and gentlemen, and this handsome young man, Cruz.
He'll steal people's hearts.
He's already stolen mine. All right, these are the great assistant coaches that Evan has been speaking of. His gorgeous wife to our left. Congratulations to you, by the way.
Thank you very much.
A new mama.
Yes, we are very excited.
And we're excited for you.
Thank
but of
you.
course, before you were a mama, you were a cheerleader.
Yes.
Share with us.
I actually grew up cheering all of my years since I was really young, and then I cheered in college as well, and for a professional cheerleading organization as well.
Oh my gosh. Now, how did you and Evan meet?
Through the organization. He was a staff member when I was a camper, and then I got to become friends with Shannon through that as well, and then through that became friends with Evan.
And so the circle began.
Yes.
Very good. Talk to us, darling.
I started here in 9th grade, so I cheered under Evan. He came when I was in 10th grade.
Nice.
And then after I graduated, I did the organization that Brittany was talking about, which led me to Liberty, the college that we both cheered at. And then I just came back home.
And so you guys, as a coaching staff, have already had this bond and this connection to work together. And so this should, this is a partnership that, from heaven.
Yeah,
It's a blessing and a curse.
It really is. And so with that, tell us about your role with the girls. And Garrett.
Well, yes. We each kind of have our own little niche. As far as the cheer aspects go, I would take more of like our jumps and stuff like that. Evan is more of an overall picture, and Shannon might take stunning or something like that. As far as the camaraderie between the team, I'm the most emotional coach out of all three of us, so I'm more of the mom role, I guess. And I'm not here as much just because of my work schedule and taking care of the baby right now. So.
And what do you do outside of this?
I work at TJS Steamer Dana. I'm the marketing coordinator for them.
Very good. A busy mama.
Yes, I guess yes, football is first. I'm in love with competition cheerleading. So I like to focus a little bit more on stunts and tumbling and stuff like that, which Evan doesn't think that's his fault, but I blame him because I started falling in love with it after that.
Right.
So that's how I fall into the
And when you
picture,
got a
I
lot of
guess.
gymnasts here. So
Yeah, we've got a
tumblers,
few.
So that's good.
Yes.
And so girls, how long have you been working in this organization here at Trinity?
This will be our 3rd year, yeah.
And so what have you girls seen change with the team?
Well, I mean, I would just say it's been fun to watch how certain girls have grown. You know, some of them I met back when I came as a staffer for that organization, and they were like coming in fresh as middle schoolers, and now they're, juniors and seniors. So that's been fun just to see them grow, not just as cheerleaders, but just as, young ladies and how they're growing spiritually as well.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, and since I went to school here, I think our freshmen were second graders when I was a senior, so I've kind of seen a lot of them grow up, like literally since they were kids, and we go to church together, do different stuff like that. So it's fun to kind of have an in with them, just to kind of mentor them and then get to be a part of their lives a little bit.
And that's special. You say it's a blessing and a curse, of course, but at the same time, though, you guys, you've done this.
Right.
You've been there. You know exactly what they're going through, okay? You've been to where they're actually aspiring to go.
Right.
You know, to cheer college, to cheer professionally. And so I think this is perfect. This is perfect.
Yeah. The curse part comes in when we'll agree and Evan doesn't quite, or Evan and I do and Brittany doesn't quite, or the vice, you know, so we kind of, but it's a good,
kind of stubborn.
We're a little stubborn, but since we're so close and we know each other so well, we're pretty good at working it all out.
These two gonna have to work it out. But you know, we're just so thankful to have you here. We're thankful for all the work that you do. I mean, because we know that it is a different transition from being that athlete to then being the coach of athletes. And so
it's definitely different being on this side of it than the
you kind
other.
of want to get out there and show them.
Right.
This is what I mean. But wait.
Exactly. We do that a lot. We do.
This is what I mean.
We're retired.
Yes. And so in your retiring, you're still doing a wonderful thing with these young ladies and Garrett, and we thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure meeting you both.
Hi, I'm Chuck Harwell with the Community Bank of Dublin-Orange County. We're proud to offer the latest technology in the banking industry. From our teller pods to online services that allow you to manage money and pay your bills all at your fingertips. Our every design has you in mind, right down to our expanded drive-through for the convenience of larger vehicles. Our banking services surpass any other in town. You'll notice the difference when you walk in our front door. Remember, Community Bank of Dublin-Orange County, the bank that's service-built, where common sense banking never goes out of style.
Choose the convenience of Neighbors Express and get friendly, courteous service every time you visit any of our convenient locations. Fill up with pay at the pump and take advantage of our bigger and better selection of beverages and tobacco products. And buy 12 packs of Pepsi products, 2 for $6.99. Enjoy the popular crushed ice with your favorite fountain drink. Also enjoy a fresh, hot breakfast. Stop by for lunch or dinner. It's always fresh, always convenient at Neighbors Express. Now located at I-16 and 441 and in Cedar Grove, providing farm fuel for all our customers. Count on the convenience of Neighbors Express.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is such an exciting day here. We're here on the campus of the Trinity Christian Crusaders, and we've got the fantastic cheerleaders with us. Give us a shout, girls. Woo! They're going to tell you all about themselves, and we're going to talk about what they've been doing this summer and how their year started off. We've got two adorable freshmen with us. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Good to see you both.
Good to see you too.
You reminded me of my old days. It's been a while. Why don't you introduce yourself to everybody? Tell us about you and your family, and tell us about how you started out as a cheerleader.
I'm Sophia Toller, and I started cheering in 6th grade, and my cousins influenced me to do it because they graduated in 2011 when I was in 2nd grade, and I've just always wanted to cheer since.
Very good. Now, do your cousins get to watch you?
Yes, one of them's the coach.
What? Who's your cousin?
Shannon.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Keeping it in the family. Very good. What about you?
My name's Emerson Jenkins, and I've been cheering sixth grade. And my mom and my aunt have been cheering since they were younger in high school.
Nice. This is special right here. And so besides cheerleading, what do you do?
Soccer and swim.
You're an athlete, aren't you?
Yes.
So which of these are your favorite?
I like swim.
Do you? Very good. Now, what type? Which ones do you compete in? You got to think about it for a minute. We'll let you think. All right. Tell us about you, about other things besides cheering.
I run cross country, and I play soccer, and I run track.
Very nice, girl. I'm telling you, you're busy, busy, busy. And so tell us about how your summer has gone.
It's gone well. I've had cross country every morning, and then I've gone to cheerleading, so I've stayed.
Wait a minute. You haven't had a break?
A little bit.
And tell us what you like most about cheering.
I love the atmosphere of the football games and the competitions. It's just a lot of fun.
Do you ever get nervous?
I got nervous for the first competition, but that was it.
Now it's a piece of cake for you?
Not exactly.
You're getting there, right?
Getting there.
All right, very good. And tell us about how this experience been for you when you've transitioned from middle school and now high school. What's that all about?
Well, since the middle school games were shorter and they were on Thursdays, it's been a big change for Fridays since it's longer and more work.
And listen, girls, you're freshmen and you've got upperclassmen that you're cheering with. How does that make you feel? In what ways do you feel that you definitely have to work on yourself to make sure you're doing your best?
Well, I try to work hard and stay my
to just try to do your best, no matter what, right?
Yes.
And with you, you know, with your cousin as one of the cheer coaches, I mean, do you feel a sense of pressure there at all?
Not really. She's pretty laid back about it, so it's not too difficult.
All right. So do you think this is something you'll pursue throughout your high school careers?
Yes.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you girls out there.
Thank you.
Good to see you both. Very sweet. These young things. Well, hey, girls. Well, how are you two?
Good. How are you?
Doing very well. Talk to us, won't you?
My name's Laura Beth Mason, and I'm in 10th grade. And I cheer because I have a brother on the football team, and I really just like seeing him out there.
Oh my gosh, how is it for you seeing him out there and you're cheering for him? It's like, that's like extra.
Yes, ma'am. Well, he's the quarterback, so I get to see him out there a lot, and it just means a lot to me.
He makes it happen, doesn't he?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us about your family.
My parents are Jay and Jay Mason, and they really support me and Whit, that's my brother, in like whatever we do, because like at Trinity you can do a lot of sports, so you're not just limited to like one, so they're just really supportive.
That's good. And you know, how important is it for you to have your family there?
It's really important for me because like I do a lot of sports and sometimes I'm really forgetful, so like my mom, she doesn't work. She used to teach here actually, but she doesn't work anymore. So if I forget something, she can just bring it to me, and she really doesn't mind that much.
That's good. But let me just say this. I think your mama still works, just probably at a different capacity now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And what other sports?
I cheer, and I play tennis and soccer, and I swim.
Your mama works, baby.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, darling, how are you?
Good. My name's Rachael, and I'm a freshman. And I started cheering 2 years ago, and I've always wanted to be a cheerleader ever since I was a gymnast all my life.
Oh my gosh. Now, what is it that you have seen growing up that has made you want to be a cheerleader?
Just the tumbling. I absolutely love tumbling. Yes, ma'am.
So you think you could tumble a little bit right here?
I could.
Wow. Now, how hard have you had to work outside of school as a tumbler?
Very hard. It takes very long, and it just takes time.
Yeah.
Just to like get like to know and like.
And you know, for you as a freshman, as we were talking to the other girls, I mean, it's a transition coming from middle school to high school. How have you adjusted?
I've adjusted very well because we've all became close during cheer camp, and so they're pretty much like my sisters.
That's
now.
good. That's good. And speaking of this cheer camp, I mean, seems like you girls had a fantastic time.
Yes, Sam, we did.
Give us a highlight from your end about it.
Well, we wake up really early and we have to work really hard, but it's just the team bonds so much during it, and that's my favorite part because you get really close to everybody.
Very good. What about you?
The same thing. It was just how close we get, and then like we just learn new cheers and new stunts, and it's just like.
So we're in for a treat this year, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now I would ask for an outfit myself, but I think I'm good. Good to see you both.
Good to
We're
see
excited
you.
to see you.
You too.
Thank you both. Fantastic girls. Very nice. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Good to see you, girls.
Good to see you.
This has been so much fun. All right, you start us off. Talk to us.
So my name's Linda Rose Morris, and I'm in the 10th grade, and I've been cheering since 6th grade at Trinity.
Very good. Now, who in your families are cheerleaders?
My mom used to be a cheerleader too, along with my aunt, and they graduated in 1991. And so I just kind of always saw my mom's pictures and her scrapbooks and everything, and so that just kind of
Gave you that desire.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. And so has your mom taught you anything?
She's always kind of joked around with the cheers and stuff they used to do, so.
Our cheers are a little bit different from back in the day, you know.
Very different.
Hey, sweetie, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing very well. Talk to us.
My name is Matty Sampson, and I'm a sophomore. I've been cheering since the 6th grade.
Wow.
and I wanted to cheer because I'd always watched the cheerleaders and I always wanted to do it.
Yeah,
so.
oh my God. And girls, like, you know, when you're out there, like seriously, all eyes are on you. I mean, people are sitting in the stands expecting a show. I mean, how do you feel knowing that so many people are watching you and how, you know, and to have that support of your family and your friends out there?
It's great. It just, I don't know, it makes me happy. It makes me want to do it.
That's good. What about you, darling?
Just getting out there and feeling the atmosphere of the game, and then really if, you know, a game's not going so well or something like that, we always have the job to just kind of pump the fans up and all that, so it's really fun to do that.
You definitely have to motivate people. And so your school year just started.
Yes.
How, you know, what's your assessment on this school year?
It's more laid back, definitely.
Really?
It's definitely an easier year.
What classes you taking?
Biology, Algebra 2.
That doesn't sound easy, but for you it is.
It's fun. I mean, I guess it's fun.
That's good. How's this year been going for you?
It's going very well. This year we've actually split our grade up into more classes, so it is a lot more laid back.
All right, very good. So that means you're going to be able to juggle all of the other things that you do along with your academics this year, right?
Yes.
No problems.
No problems.
All right. Give a message to your parents or your family who's been supporting you all these years.
Thank you for supporting me. It really means a lot.
You hear that, Dawn? She's at a loss for words.
I just want to say thank you for putting up with all the craziness cheerleading causes, and I know there will be much more to come, but just a thank you.
Very good. Thank you, ladies. Good to see you. Very good. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Good to see you, girls. All right, now listen. We want to hear all about you. You know, I've seen you. Oh, Lord, I know your daddy. Looking right in your face. You got to tell us all about you, okay? Are you ready? Go for it.
My name is Katie Adcock, and I am a sophomore, and I've been cheering since the 6th grade.
Very good. Tell us about your family.
My parents are Matt and Tanya Adcock. They're both pharmacists. I'm an only child. We're definitely fun.
This is so hilarious. I've been to your house, honey. I've seen all those pictures of you up in the house. How you doing, darling?
Good.
Talk to us.
My parents are Eric and Tracy Canada. My dad is was the soccer coach and football coach at Dublin High School, and I've been cheering since the 6th grade also, along as pretty much everybody else on the cheer team.
Yeah.
And I wanted to cheer because I used to do gymnastics, and I watched all these other people grow up and do cheer also, so it just seemed like the thing to do.
And you know, and that's good. You know, how much or how big of a part of you being a gymnast has helped you as a cheerleader?
It's been pretty easier because tumbling kind of comes along with it.
Yeah, that's good. And now listen, girls, when you first started out cheering, tell us how you were and tell us the areas that you've seen yourself grow.
I definitely was not the best cheerleader
Even
when I started out. But being on this team has really helped me like open up a lot and has helped me find a lot about myself that I definitely don't think I would have found had I not met the amazing girls that I have the opportunity to cheer with.
Very good.
And it's helped me a lot with my leadership skills, and I've learned a lot while being on this team.
That's good, and that's so important. I always say that, you know, when you're involved in different activities, different clubs in school, that only helps you to become a better person.
Yes, ma'am.
And so you got some freshmen on the team, right? Right. This is your opportunity right now to say an encouraging word to one of those young ladies. All right. Are you ready? I'll give you 2 seconds to think about it. Now you're up.
I would tell them not to be shy and to be a great and like loud cheerleader, because I know when I was a freshman I was one of those that was kind of in the back corner, but don't be that freshman. Jump up and act like a senior.
You're out of the corner now, right?
I'm out of the corner now.
What about you, darling?
Definitely the same as Kate. I wasn't the most out there person as a freshman, but I would definitely say don't worry about what other people think of you and be the best cheerleader you can possibly be.
Very good. You said it. Thank you, ladies. Good to see you both. So awesome. Well, well, well. These two right here have a whole lot to say. Hi, girls.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Good to see you both.
Hi, I'm Jordan.
Hey, Jordan.
I'm a junior, and I've been cheering since the 6th grade because I wanted to prove my mom wrong. So.
Wait a minute, Jordan. What did your mama tell you in the 6th grade?
She said I was too much of a tomboy.
Are you still a tomboy?
A little bit.
Well, you have. But what ways have you seen yourself change, though, from when you first started and when your mama said that to you? Where have you seen yourself change?
I've seen myself grow more and be like a woman, I guess. Not saying that I was a guy, but I mean like, I don't know.
You've matured, haven't you?
There we go. Yes,
You're
ma'am.
coming into your own.
Yes,
All right, very good. Talk to us, sweetie.
My name is Olivia Bailey, and I've been cheering since the 6th grade, and I have a little brother that's in the 7th grade, and he plays football.
How sweet is that? And so listen, girls, like everyone is saying, you girls have been together for a long time. In what ways do you see you guys as a team, or how good that is for you all who have played together, who have cheered together for so many years to where you are now? Because let me just say this, okay? This will help you out. When you are able to trust your mate, when you're able to trust them to know that they're going to be doing what they need to do and that she's needed to do, that as a whole helps you as a team. Yes, ma'am. And so what have you seen in that?
We have a bond, like the whole cheer team, every team that you can talk to. We have a bond that can't be broken because if one of us falls, we know the other person's going to come and get them. So
that's good. Do you feel the same way?
Yes, ma'am. I feel the same way. It definitely helps all growing up in a small school together because we all kind of, I don't know, we know how each other is, and we just
feed off one another too. Now tell us how it is. Tell us about this Evan Weingarner character. Tell us about Coach. How is it?
2 times means 8 more times.
Wait, what? Explain that to the people out there of Dublin-Lawrence County.
When Coach Weingarner tells us to redo a cheer maybe 2 more times, he actually means to do it 8 more times.
Oh, so he can't add. So, but you know what? Why do you think that is for him?
To make sure, like, we don't end on a bad note, and to make sure we know the skills that we need to know.
That's right. Repetition, baby girl. I mean, you keep doing it, you keep doing it. We know it's monotonous, but at the same time, that's where the perfection comes.
Yes, ma'am.
And you know he's a perfectionist.
Yes.
What do you say?
He's definitely one of a kind, and I love him, though, and he always encourages me to do my best in everything I do. And he's also my cross-country coach.
Wow,
so.
Very good. And so that's good to have that relationship that you have with your coach. That's going to go a long way. All right. Well, we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back with the ladies here of the Trinity Crusaders.
We got savings to cheer about here at Dublin Nissan.
Dublin Nissan has Sentras discounted to as low as $15,985.
Call, click, or come see us. Dublin Nissan, the only dealer you will ever need.
Cullen Supply and Engine Service, your steel dealer at 826 South Harris Street in Sandersville and 910 East Jackson in Dublin.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the Trinity Crusader Cheerleaders, and this has been such a great day. We've got 2 more gorgeous gals with us. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Hi. Good to see you both. We're going to start with you, darling. Tell us about you.
I'm Devin McManus, and I'm a junior, and my parents are Dean and Demi McManus. My mom was the principal at Hillcrest, but she retired this year.
Yes.
So. I've been cheering since the 6th grade, and my friend from Dublin, I used to go to a public school.
Yeah.
So my friend from Dublin got me to start cheering, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to, but then ever since I've loved it.
You've loved it ever since.
Yes, ma'am.
When, you know, when you say you love something, what is it about it that you love so much?
I love how close we get. Like, I feel like they're family and they're like sisters, and I can go to any of them for anything. So.
Wow, that says a lot too. Very good. All right, darling, talk to us.
I'm Allie Wilson. I'm a senior, and I've been cheering for 3 years. My parents are Lori and John Wilson, and
let me tell us. How about this? Tell us about things that you're involved in outside of being cheerleaders. What other things do you do?
My schoolwork.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Concentrating on your schoolwork and being a cheerleader.
Yeah.
And so within these 3 years, you know, where have you seen yourself evolve? What areas?
My shyness has gotten better.
Oh, are you still kind of shy?
Yes.
But I think that, you know, yeah, once you get comfortable with something, you probably get better about it, right? And so you tell us, sweetie, tell us about things that you do outside of cheering.
I play soccer, and then I focus on my school because, like, grades are really important with my family. Like, make sure you have good grades. And for cheer, that's one thing. Like, if you have good grades, you can, you know, still cheer, but, you know.
I get you. And listen, girls, at this level, at this stage in your life, this is where you're definitely needing to work on your leadership skills. You as a junior, you as a senior, there's an expectation that not just you should put on yourself, but sometimes people may have on you. In what ways about you do you see yourself as a leader?
I try to get people out of their comfort zones. Sometimes I'm like kind of shy, but like if you get to know me, I'm not shy at all. And I try to make sure people know that they don't have to be shy, like they can be themselves around me. So.
That's good. And that's important for a person to feel that way.
I just try to set a good example and be encouraging to everybody else.
That's good. And it's like you're going to have to be that way. You're going to have to, because you see these young girls, the freshmen, just now starting out, of course, in the high school. And so it's a different ball game. And so when you see them on the team, what do you feel is about you that makes you a good leader to help these young girls? What qualities do you have?
I'm encouraging.
Okay, you're encouraging. Very good. Do you lead by example?
I try to.
Yeah. I mean, you've got to lead by example because these girls are watching you. People are watching you. All eyes are on you. And what about you?
I try to be encouraging too, and I try to make sure that everybody tries their best.
Yeah.
And so, like, you don't, like, when we do competition and everybody has to throw their back handsprings, you know, he gives us a time, like a certain amount of times we have to do it.
Right.
And if someone doesn't do their back handspring, like I don't want to do mine and I don't do it, then everybody else has to suffer and has to keep going. So.
That's right. And, you know, and your leader operates out of a spirit of excellence. And so as Christian women, that's exactly what you all should do as well. Continue doing great things, girls. Okay. Thank you. Very good. Thank you. We're getting with the upperclassmen, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, hello, hello. How are you?
Good.
Talk to us. Good to see you guys. Come on in. Stay right there. Talk to us.
My name's Ashley Johnson. I'm the daughter of Mac and Stacy Johnson, and I am a senior.
Well, hi.
Hi.
What things do you do outside of cheering?
I swim.
You do? Good. Are you involved in any clubs here?
No.
No clubs. Okay, very good. And so for you, you've been cheering for how long?
This is my first year.
Oh my gosh, your first year. Some of these girls have been cheering for the past 5-6 years. How was your transition?
I think it's going good.
Yeah. And so as a senior, your first year cheering, what is it that motivated you, or who is it that said, hey, you should be a cheerleader?
You just met her. It's Allie Wilson. And I've always, like, when I was younger, I did cheer.
Okay, so very good. And so this is your first year now here. And so the girls are talking about them being a family and the bonds that they have made through the years. Are you able to connect with them in that way now?
Yes, ma'am, definitely. I think we all get along really well and we all bond really well.
Very good. And tell us about this cheer camp this summer.
Oh, it was different because it was really stressful, but I ended up getting it.
So what was, now tell us now, you got to help us out. What was so stressful about it?
Just learning everything.
Are you good at retaining things and doing the choreography of things easily?
I think so. I think I learned fast.
Well, we're going to find out, aren't we?
Yes.
Very good. Oh, we have a male cheerleader with us. How are you, sir?
Doing good. My name's Garrett Dixon.
Garrett
I'm
Dixon.
Senior this year.
Love it, Garrett. Talk to us.
My parents are Kim and Bucky Dixon, and this is my first year cheering.
Oh, Lord, I know your daddy and your mama. I just figured that out. Your first year cheering. Now, Garrett, what is it now? What is it that made you decide to want to be a cheerleader?
Just seeing how the girls interact. I didn't move to Trinity till my 10th grade year, and at West Lawrence and both here, I saw how the girls interacted with each other in and outside of cheer season. They always smiled. They had inside jokes that still run, and it just little things like that that make you want to be a part of it.
And that's good. And so tell us about you. Tell us where you fit into this mold of cheering. Tell us what are your responsibilities?
I try and drive the cheerleaders to work harder every day, and the little things, just push them harder when they're running.
What drives you?
Drive for the future.
Yeah.
For what's ahead, because that's what I guess we all work for. That's what high school's about, to get ready for the future.
Got to keep our eye on the prize, right? Absolutely. Yes, and so, this senior year, right? You guys just starting your senior year, How has this transition been for you? And tell us about some of your goals for this year.
I still can't kind of believe it because I still feel like I'm 12 and a freshman. But, yeah, I don't know.
Well, because this is the thing. Your senior year, all right? It's a very, it should be a fun time. It should be an exciting time for you. But also at the same time, there's a lot of things that you're going to have to make sure that you have done to ensure that you have that future that you desire. And so what is it that you plan on doing this senior year to make sure that you're having a good time, you're learning, and you're doing everything possible that you need to do to go to the next step?
Study habits is where I'm going to start, but then hanging out with my friends and getting close to the people around me so that I have good roots when I do go off. And
that's good. Speaking of going off, what are you going to do after high school?
I'm going to try and cheer in college. I'm not sure where yet, but yeah.
But somewhere?
Yes, ma'am.
You think you'll go into banking one day?
Probably not.
All right. What about you? Tell us about what's going to happen for you after high school. What are your plans?
I want to major in dental hygiene. I just don't know where yet.
You don't know where. Well, there's a lot of different great schools that do specialize in that, and so you still got a little time, but do your research, email some schools, and see what's out there. So listen, we look forward to seeing you guys out there on the field. All right. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Good to see you, sweetie. Garrett, Lord, tell your daddy and them I said, hey. This is so cool, finding out that I know their parents. Scooted on in there. Hi, girls. Hey. Hi. Good to see you, too. All right, listen. You've been watching everyone else. Yeah. You've been listening to what they've been saying. You've kind of got in your mind how you want to start off with this conversation. We're going to let you have the floor. Go.
Okay. Well, I'm Anna Coble. I'm the daughter of Joel and Amy Coble. I've been cheering at Trinity since my freshman year, and cheer is about the only thing I do, but I did play soccer in my freshman year, so. Yeah.
What do you love about cheering?
I mean, we are a family, like we are so tight, and when I get out of cheer, I just want to go hang out with them again, even though I spent
all day.
Yes, we do have practices where it's all day, but I still just want to go hang out with them because,
And that's a special feeling, to be able to get along at the capacity that you guys get along, to be able to work together, work hard together, and then still have the ability to play together. So that's pretty special.
Yeah, it is very special.
How's this year been going for you?
This year's been pretty good. It's a little still hasn't hit me.
Like it's really happened?
Yeah, this is it. This is last year. Yeah. But, I guess that's kind of good. I'm just enjoying it. I'm not trying to be oh no. I might get there, but it hasn't.
It's just started, so give it a little time. Oh, this one to my right. I actually graduated with her dad. We were such great friends in high school and still are. Hi, sweetie, and your mama. How are you?
Good. My name is Laura Lee Miller, and my parents are Rob and Laura Miller. And I'm in 12th grade, and I've been cheering since the 7th grade. Yeah. And I am involved in a lot of things in the community.
What are you doing, woman?
Well, I have participated in DYW. I was in LYL in the graduating class of 2017, and I have gone to Japan with the city of Dublin.
Oh, my Lord. You've experienced some things that, some people will never even experience in their lifetime. And so with all of this knowledge that you've obtained from all of these different organizations you've taken part in, what has that taught you as a person?
you just need to make sure you are aware of your actions, because you never know who is watching and where they are.
There you go. So good. And now listen, girls. All right. Your senior year. Listen, this is serious business. This really is. As you look out there and you see all these young girls, you got to set that example for them to follow. What is it about you? What qualities do you have that they can look at you or see how you live your life that you would think they would want to emulate?
Well, something that I think is like really important, and I like make this like important with the girls on the team, is like my spiritual like journey and all that stuff, and being like connected with Christ. And so I always make it a point to do like a devotion and to like encourage the girls to open up and to be open about their relationship with Christ and to grow deeper in that. So.
That's beautiful. And you're in the perfect setting where you can do that freely.
Yes, ma'am.
To serve the Lord with gladness and to be able to practice that in a school. That's perfect. What about you, darling?
Well, I am very outgoing, just like my dad. And
wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm just kidding.
And I also, just like Anna said, I try to make it evident that I am walking with Christ every day of my life, because that's really important to me.
It's so important, girls, because it's like sometimes we're the only Bible people will ever read. And it's like, you know, if we have bad attitudes, if we're half doing something, that's going to reflect on us and our relationship with Christ. So you're doing exactly what you need to be doing. And so this year, okay, you only have 1 year of school left, and then it's college. Are there certain things that you want to make sure that you do this year, or goals that you set that you want to make sure that you've accomplished before graduation?
I just want to make sure that like I'm being open to everything. Like I realized earlier this year like that I've like closed off options because I was just like, nope, don't want to do it. But like I realized like I have to be open because I have to hear where God wants me to go. So
you're speaking in a manner that me as an adult, as the Lord speaks to me about being open. And to hear that from you at your age shows a maturity about you. Something that's super special, super special.
Well, I'm trying not to procrastinate, because I'm a very bad procrastinator.
The old keyword.
And I am also trying to be open, because I have my mind set on one college, but I know if there are better options for me, I should probably take the better options and just where God is leading me to go.
So beautiful. And that procrastination word, I'm going to tell you this. This is how good my memory is. I was in the 4th grade. I had this T-shirt that said, "I'll do it tomorrow. I've made enough mistakes today." And so it's like, even in as a young child, you know, that procrastination, it will haunt us. And so you girls are thinking very soundly about yourselves, of where you are now and where you're going to go in the future. And so as far as college-wise, you've got some in mind, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And what about you?
I've looked at, seriously looked at like 3 colleges, like Georgia Tech, the University of Georgia, and the University of the South in Swanee, Tennessee.
Oh, so. Nice. You can either be close to home or fly a little bit further. And what are you wanting to major in?
Well, as of right now, I'm thinking pre-pharmaceuticals, but I'm not really sure if that's where I want to go. So.
That's okay. You still have a little bit of time as you're still being open and discovering things about you. What about you?
Right now, I want to go to Georgia College up in Milledgeville, and I want to pursue a degree in nursing and become an ER nurse.
That's going to be so fantastic. Got my undergraduate. I'm a Bobcat from there. So listen, girls, you girls have so many great things that lie ahead for you in your future. We're excited for you. We know that you're going to make us all proud, and we know that you have such a sound and open mind about what God has for you. So we're proud of you. The beautiful ladies here of Trinity Christian.